Shazam! Fury of the Gods. The daughters of Atlas, Hespera and Calypso, have stolen the wizard's broken staff and repaired it and are ready to cause havoc throughout the world. So it's up to 17-year-old Billy Batson and his crew to stop them and once again save the day. The story for what it is good. It's simple, understandable, and kind of emotional. It has a lot of heart within its story, showcasing the importance of family, friendship, as well as the troubles of growing up and accepting the change that's happening within your family. It can deliver a good amount of wholesome moments in some scenes, especially in the climax. It's stories like these that I really enjoy. Even with the whole superhero theme in the background, it at least gives us a somewhat realistic look on growing up and showcasing that people in their lives will move on and begin to focus on their lives. But don't expect anything huge from the story, like a multiverse scene or something. Then again, the two post-credit scenes kind of felt worthless, to be honest, because you have to understand and remember that the whole DC universe will be going into a complete reset very soon with the film The Flash. So seeing all these moments that are hinting at the future of Shazam, it just makes it seem so pointless, to be honest. The comedy is genuinely hilarious. There are some jokes that land perfectly, sometimes even delivering an unexpected yet hilarious execution to the audience. My audience especially was just laughing at the jokes, especially two specific ones that, of course, I won't spoil. The cinematography was good for the most part. The scenes were shot very nicely, giving each shot an intense feeling or a calm, lighthearted moment. Each shot delivers its own unique tone, and with that in mind, the tone didn't feel inconsistent in this film. It takes its time with executing that specific tone. It doesn't drag on for too long, nor does it end quickly. It's done and shown very well. The acting was done very well, and honestly and in my opinion, I think the star of the show was Jack Dylan Grazer. Grazer did such a great job in his role, really showcasing how much he has changed since the first film, and his acting was great. Rachel Zegler, Lucy Liu were also really good in their roles as well. And then there's Zachary Levi. Don't get me wrong, Levi is a good actor and has done some really good roles. And while he did a good job in this role, I found him kind of annoying in this film. The original film, I didn't really find him annoying, but this one, I sadly did. Again, he still did a good job, but a few of the scenes I did find him really annoying. He just kept talking and talking and talking without just shutting up. Honestly, the music was exquisite and fits really well with the film. The heroic theme along with the lively score, especially during the climax, to me, it sounded really good. However, there are some issues with the film. The first one I mentioned was the pointless post-credit scene, and the second being the CGI. Some of the CGI just looks off-putting at some points, almost even looking fake. There are some parts where the CGI does look actually good, but you can clearly tell that some parts weren't edited well. The final thing is the writing. The writing in a few scenes was honestly odd, out of place, or even, and I'm sorry for saying this word, I don't like using this word, cringe. There were some parts that didn't feel necessary to even say to begin with. And while yes, some of the writing is really heartwarming and fits in with the themes of family, some of these parts are ruined by the bad writing, which is, to me, a shame. And while I did say that the film does have heart within its story, some people, including myself, find that heart to be shortly lived, as it was buried away due to the film's issues. What made the first film special was that it was showcasing how Billy balances life out with his normal life and hero life, while also learning how to be a good hero. However, in the sequel, while still funny and exciting, you can't ignore the issue that it has. You can tell some parts of the film are a bit repetitive, like it's repeating to ourselves what we already know, and sadly, it definitely lost the charm from the original film. Shazam! Fury of the Gods received mixed reviews from critics, praising its humor and performances but criticizing its screenplay as well as its lack of heart from the first film. Now, what are my thoughts on this film? Shazam! Fury of the Gods does have some issues within the film. You have the out-of-place writing, off-putting CGI, pointless post-credit scenes, as well as losing the charm that made the original film so special. But even with those flaws, there are some positives about it. The humor of the film is genuinely funny and has such great timing. The themes of growing up and accepting change is executed very well, and to be honest, the film is still very entertaining as it does have a lot of great action scenes, and the action in the climax is where the fun in the film amps up hard. With great performances, a lively and strong soundtrack, the film may have issues, but for some it will still be a very entertaining and fun time. But for some people, they would rather watch something else, but I would rather you people give the film a watch before you judge your opinions. I'll give this film a 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely not better than the first film, but it's still a good time.